Hi betting experts, on day 4 at Royal Ascot, Friday the 21st of June, another belting day's racing, the Coronation at 3:45, the highlight, but it's a really tough and interesting day's racing on fast ground. We start off with our betting expert daily nap. It goes in the day's feature at 3:45. The Group 1 Coronation, a fascinating clash here between Britain, Ireland and France, and I'm heading to France, and I think Ramatouille can gain compensation for that rather unlucky defeat in the 1,000 guineas. Now, she's a high-class filly, held in the highest regard at home, and I think she should have won the 1,000 guineas, to be honest. She did far too much mid-race, in front too soon, and just fading inside the final 100 yards, mugged close home. I think she's got loads more scope to keep on improving after just 7 career starts. So Sheen Murphy's liable to be a lot more patient here over the mile trip that should suit ideally if she settles in the early stages. She's on really fast ground for the first time, and the way she travels I think will suit her. Around about 4 or 5 to 1 for looking. I think she's a really good bet. Our betting expert value angle selection goes in the 3:05, the Commonwealth Cup, a Group 1, and I think Elite Status is the one to side with here for Carl Burke. Now, Carl is enjoying the best season of his training career so far. He's made a real breakthrough level in all the big races, particularly with his juveniles, but they're all running really well, and his progressive performer really impressed when taking a listed contest at Newbury last month. You watch that run back, he could be named the winner at halfway, travelling strongly on the bridle under a confident ride from Clifford Lee, and then doing enough in front. This represents a big jump up in class to Group 1 level for the first time, but he's a proper 6-furlong specialist. He's only run 7 times in his life. There's a lot more to come, and most of these rivals are a lot more exposed or lack his potential. We'll spin through the remaining 5 races with some selections, starting with the Albany at 2:30. A Group 3, well, Mountain Breeze has looked the real deal. She's been backed off the boards twice at Newmarket, winning really impressive. Now, I don't think she's beaten a great deal, but she's held in the highest regard by Appleby, who's got so many lovely horses to measure her against, and I think they'll be disappointed if she's beaten. This looks the easiest option she could have chosen over the 5 days at Ascot. On to the 4:25, the Duke of Edinburgh, a handicap. Well, we tipped up Baig Door earlier in the week on Tuesday. He was at first reserve, and I thought he's bound to get in. There's bound to be non-runners with the ground turning quick, but he didn't get in, so he's in this one instead, the Duke of Edinburgh. I think it's a slightly easier opportunity, if anything. James Ferguson's a really good trainer, flattened jumps, and this one has been kept fresh since making a winning seasonal reappearance 44 days ago. He's already shown a likeness for this course when he was with Chris Wall, who's now retired. He's relatively low mileage. He's a smooth traveller with a turn of foot. He'll need luck, but that's the case in all these huge field handicaps. You need to be in the right part of the track apart from anything else. Look for bookmakers offering extra places. The 5:05, the Sandringham, a really competitive handicap this, but I do think Indelible looks leniently treated now going into handicaps for the first time for Rafe Beckett. She was weak in the market on her seasonal reappearance at Doncaster in May, thought to need a run at a time when the yard was quiet, but she was pretty impressive there, and as I say, this opening mark looks lenient. Hector Crouch has been booked. She's a strong traveller. I suspect fast ground for the first time will unlock even more improvement. The 5:40, a Group 2, the King Edward VII. Space Legend comes from a yard who's already tasted success this week, William Haggis. He's a progressive performer. Watch his run back in the listed Cocked Hat Stakes at Goodwood last time out. He was absolutely desperately unlucky. He kept getting blocked when he was going best. I think he was value for winning that by 2 or 3 lengths. He is up in class here, but James Doyle takes over in the saddle, and I think there's loads more to come from him after just 3 career starts. A typical Haggis slow burner who's going to do a lot better as his stamina is drawn out. And finally, at 6:15, the Palace of Holyrood House Stakes, a handicap. Well, I've had my eye on 2 tribes for some time now. Richard Spencer's another really good trainer who doesn't have that many horses, but this one had a gelding operation in the closed season. He come back with a week in the market run at Newmarket when I thought he ran really well. He finished second and his run was repeatedly blocked. He's been kept fresh since. Untapped potential, only 4 runs on the turf, now on much quicker ground. The excellent Jason Hart booked for the ride. Best of luck with all 7 Royal Ascot races on Friday, betting experts.